Hello. I hope that you and yours are safe and healthy. It's a beautiful warm day and the forecast is for a warm night. And I'm guessing that many of you will look very different tonight than you do today or will tomorrow. You'll get dressed up for Halloween. Maybe if you're a kid, to trick or treat, or maybe to walk around with your kids, or maybe to attend a grown-up party. I can only imagine some of the costumes. Anyway, I hope you don't overtax law enforcement in your neighborhoods and require the posting of any bail. Halloween's become a day when we take license to assume a new identity for a few hours, often an identity we wouldn't care to own in broad daylight. The psychologists and anthropologists say that Halloween gives us a chance to channel some very basic human fears and fascinations. Maybe. I dare say that many of us know little about All Saints rather than that it's the day after Halloween or All Hallows Eve. But All Saints' Day is one of the greatest days of the church year. On this day, we celebrate the communion of saints and our inclusion in it. It's like a grand homecoming celebration of and with those who have gone before. But when all's said and done, All Saints is a day to reclaim and display our identity as God's possessions made holy through God's grace. All Saints' Day, like Halloween, also lets us be in costume in a way. When you put that Halloween costume on tonight, or if you've ever acted in a play, you know it's easy to get lost in the role, to become whomever or whatever your outfit says you are. Maybe you'll feel a little like your character tonight. Or when you dress up for other reasons, such as business meetings or dates or weddings or funerals, do you feel more efficient or powerful, more festive or somber? As we think of our various outfits throughout our lives, the question for us is, but what do I always wear? What costume shows who I really am? When I shed these other things, what can I say about me? I can say that I wear the cross of Christ on my forehead, where I was sealed by the Holy Spirit in baptism and marked as Christ's own forever. Though the mark may not be visible to the eyes of others, it is one thing that can never change about me, that I will never lose. That's my identity. I am baptized. That's my costume every day, and one I celebrate especially on All Saints' Day. Saints, more than anyone else, are their true selves, imperfect people striving with God's help to be what God has made them to be, fully Christ-like people. They're the people in whom it's easy to see the mark of the Holy Spirit in baptism. They're people of courage and imagination who try to do the right thing for the right reason. They try to serve others because in others they see another child of God. Yet we know all too well that God's saints are not perfect. They fail. That's why on Ash Wednesday we're marked with a very visible cross of ashes to remind us that we do not always live as God would like us to live, and that we can and must always keep returning to a loving God and forgiving God. In our various roles in life, God's saints have to remember who we are and whose we are. Martin Luther, the monk who started the Protestant Reformation, remembered his identity. During many of his stays in jail, having been arrested for his reforming activities, he was overheard pacing to and fro in his jail cell repeating, "I am baptized." He knew that he belonged to God. Halloween will come and go, but dressing up makes us pause to think about who we really are. Regardless of our age, we are God's precious children, each of us of infinite value. All Saints' Day makes us ask that when we put on our best dress or our finest new shirt, is our true identity showing? Can others see the love of God which sealed us in baptism and will never let us go? I hope so. Those saints of God, those of past, present, and future, are folks just like us. And God helping, we can be saints too. See you Sunday.